Welcome to Dad's Drafts.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Dad's Drafts, especially to my 3 new subscribers. Welcome, it's great to have you here. Now we are going to do the new set, Foundations, and we're going to do a Premier Draft. And as you can see, it's quite crowded because the queue pops instantly. It is the first time that I draft this set. It's not the first time that I play it. I went to the pre-release and I really like this set. Now, as always, I will say my picks, why I do them, why I think they're decent, but I will be reading quite some cards because I don't know all of them. Now, let's just take a look at the rares first. There's a Celestial Armor, which has Flash, which is already decent. When it ends, attached to target creature you control, that creature gains hexproof and indestructible end of turn. Equipped creature gets +1, +2/+0 and flying. So, it's an instant for 3 mana that gives your creature hexproof, indestructible, and +2/+0. So this is just a combat trick which makes your card better afterwards. There's a Spinner of Souls. It has reach for 3, decent stats. When another non-token creature you control dies, you may reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a creature card. Put a card into your hand and the rest at the bottom of your library in any order. Okay, it's also pretty decent. There's a Zombify, which I really hope to be playing at some point. I think this can be amazing with some really big dudes in the format. This goes right into the Sacrifice deck. I think I'm going to take the armor here. I mean, I think white is a strong color, and I like the armor. I don't even know if it's that good, but I like it. Now, let's see if we can get any white cards. Armasaur, these are not interesting. Sky Mage, whenever you draw a card, +1 on this creature. That's pretty strong, I think. Now, the problem, of course, is that you don't want to play this on turn 4. You want to play it in a way that you can actually draw another card, so it will be more difficult to kill, or a way to keep it alive. But I think that card is actually pretty strong. But I think it goes best in the red-blue deck, which, as far as I know, does something with drawing extra cards. Each opponent, so that's not even a creature, which would have been pretty good. Panda, whenever you gain life, +1 on this creature. When this creature you return another non-bag creature card with mana. I think this is a solid card. Now, we're not really missing out on any white cards. So I am going to pick either the Whelp, because we already have a non-creature spell, or the Panda. And I think I will take the Panda. The Whelp. Alright, well, a lot of red cards here, also decent white cards. I think this is great if you can actually flicker it in a way, but I think for 6 mana this is an amazing body. There's also a Parent, Prideful Parent, which looks like that, but of course it's smaller. There's a Bite Down, which is a decent removal spell. There's a Bake into the Pie. Now, I think the Celestial Armor I have is better than the Whelp, so I am prone to take a white card here, and I think it will be the Guarded Air. Now, I don't know how many ways there are to flicker this, so that means to remove it from the battlefield and put it back, but I think it's a decent top end anyway. Mill 3 cards, return instant source from grave to your hand. Okay, that's okay, but would have been much better if it was an instant. Bolt Wave is decent, but we played against that card in Two-Headed Giant, and then it just deals 6 damage, which is a lot of damage out of your 25 or 30 life. There's a Savior, and I think this is one of the best uncommons in the set if you can actually curve out decently. There's also a Scourge, but as I said, I don't know what our second color will be. There is another Sky Mage here, but I want to try and stay away from the second color as long as we can. I kind of speculated on the Whelp, but it seems like black is reasonably open. But let's just take the Savior here. And now we really care about things entering the battlefield. Now, there's a very late Banishing Light, and I think this is a very good pickup, especially because it's so late. This is a kind of situational. I'm not sure if I would mainboard this. Maybe if I play a lot of flyers. Alright, I think the raid mechanic is okay. I think the raid mechanic is better to, or easier to enable than the morbid one. And what do you do? 2/3 flyer. When it enters, mill 3 cards. Okay, and it cares about threshold. I think threshold will be pretty difficult to get, but it might be doable. I'm not sure. I like overrun as well, but I'm not going to pass on a banishing light. All right, I think this card is bonkers. But let's just see, because this creature has first strike, so it's just a 3/3 first strike during your turn, and creatures I control with counters on them have first strike. So this goes very well into the green-blue deck. Let's see what you do. It's a pirate, 2/3 fly with raid. When it ends, if you attack this turn, draw a card. Very strong. And there's a vampire Gormand. When this creature attacks, you may sacrifice another creature. If you do draw a card, and this creature can't be blocked this turn. Seems to go in a very aggressive black-red deck. I would like to play the Buccaneer, but I'm just trying to stay away from my second color as long as I can. And here's a way to do some flickering. I don't think we have any wizards, so I don't really care about the spell. Now there's not any white cards here. And there's a runaway together, and we do have some enter the battlefield things. And blue does seem reasonably open. There's also a very late growth from the ashes. I think I'll take a runaway together, because it's a pretty decent tempo play. I don't think we will be playing the Whelp. This card is pretty mediocre, I think. I mean, there's way better cards for 3 mana, which are just permanently decent stats. So let's just speculate on blue. Blue-white. Eaten alive. How can this still be here? Well, I think I'm going to take this. I mean, we do need some ways to get fodder for this, but I think we can manage. Don't really care about this. We're not in a control-y kind of deck. Katana, what do you do? Sacrifice a creature, draw a card and put a soul. Sacrifice each opponent loses life equal to the number of soul counters. Okay. And there's that card and the Refute Voyage. I'm just going to take the Cliffs here. Don't really care about any of these cards. I don't know the colors yet. Sky Mage, very late. Don't think this could be pretty good with the Inspiring Paladin, but I don't want to build a whole deck around it. It's only one creature. I guess I'll take the Sky Mage. Don't really care about that. I will take the not sure how many instant and sorceries we will play. Now blue-white cares about the flyers, and so oh my goodness. So far we're not really taking any flyers. +1, put a counter on something. Target creature against flying and double strike. Well, we can't really skip on a Ajani, but I would also really like a claws out. At this point I still don't know what my second color will be. So I care about counters, and I think the green does something with counters. There's also a Tragic Banshee, which I think is pretty good. The upside of this is even if you don't have Morbid, it can still finish off a creature, and you will have a 5/3 body. So that's pretty good. Skeleton is crucial in any sacrifice deck, I would say. Stab is amazing. I'm just going to take a Ajani, of course. Drake Hatcher, Vigilance Prowess, 2/3. Which creature dealt damage? When this creature deals combat damage to a player, put that many incubation counters on it. Remove 3 incubation counters. Okay, so this wants to get through. There's also reinforcements. As I said, I don't even know if we're blue. And I think this is a good 2-drop if you play it on turn 2. But other than that, I think you need ways to make it unblockable or have instants. So I think I take the Resolute Reinforcements, because I think this is an amazing card. 2 bodies at instant speed. Create token. Okay, well, this is only, I think, good if you have a way to get it into the graveyard, because then it will be cheap. Big old dude. There's another Inspiring Paladin. There's a Bouncer, which I like, and a Bite Down. We do have Ajani. And maybe I should have done some research about which color cares about putting counters on stuff. Maybe it's just white, I don't know. Ajani does it, of course. Now I think we're good on 3 drops. Preposterous proportions. Love the card. Now there's a panda, but there's also a banishing light. I will take the banishing light, and then I think we're pretty good on removal. But Fiendish Panda does show me that black-white might be open enough. Another air. There's a Healer Hawk, which I think is amazing. Indrik is pretty good. I will take the Healer Hawk here. I think it does a lot of work. And I don't think we will be playing blue. That's okay if you're aggressive. This can be a decent trick. But as I said before, we need ways to put counters and stuff. But I will speculate it, I think. We need more of these, actually. I want to try the Inspiring Call. I'm not saying it's the best card. There's a Brute Spinner, so I will take that because I think that actually this is a pretty good card as well, but we don't have a lot of, well, we do have 1 life gain and a Ajani, of course, but I will take the Snare Spinner, not even a Brute Spinner, and see if we can get some stuff going with putting counters. It's good for going wide, but we do need more 2 drops. I will take it here. Now we need to go wide. Claws out. For each cat. Well, we have 1 cat so far, and we have a Ajani, which makes a lot of cats, but I think we do need a combat trick. Even if you only have 1 cat, I think it's still very good. Don't really care about that. I will take that. I don't care about the surveilling, as in graveyard mechanic-wise. But I do like the fact that you can just remove a land from the top, which will probably be the main reason to do it. Now we need more 2 drops. I was hoping one of the reinforcements would table. And yeah, let's go very wide. Wide, pump and counters. That's the plan. So let's pick up some 2 drops here. I hope. It's only return to hand. I think this card is mediocre. I think I will take the Snare Spinner because it does what we need to do. But I do need more 2 drops, so maybe I will actually play cards like these. 3/4 flying. There's a Savior. I will take that. I'm not even sure which is best. I think the Savior is probably better. I do have 2 Banishing Lights already. And now I just need 2 drops to curve out and play the Savior. So 2 drops is all we need. I'm not saying this is a good deck, by all means. That's a 2 drop. There's another one. Man, we might end up in just solo white. It's really hard to pass on this one. I'm going to take this and then just take some crappier 2 drops. Don't really care about that. Wolf with flash. Yeah. I mean, we don't have to be green. We have many ways to put counters now, so we could still be blue. But the only 2 drop I have for blue is Run Away Together. So that doesn't really help. And if we had more of these, that would be much easier. Ideally, you want to have 2 creatures or more when you play the Savior. Where are all the 2-drops gone? There's not even 2-drops in another color. I'll take the pup here. It can save something. Like the Ajani, for instance. But our curve is terrible. I'm just missing out on 2-drops. Maybe I should have picked them sooner. There's one, which I really like. I hope to pick up at least one more. Alright, well, we are heavy white, so I think this might actually be pretty decent. But I would like one more 2-drop, even if it's just some kind of silly artifact creature or whatever. No silly artifact creatures here. Hope not to be playing that. Yeah, not seeing any 2-drops. Maybe I focused too much on the counter stuff and I missed out on a second color which had 2-drops abundantly. I will take the Elite. I mean, I don't think we have another elf, but you know. And I think this is going to be our deck. Wow. Yep. I think this is pretty much it. Ajani has to carry us to victory. I'm not even sure how good this one is. It is just a 3/3 with upside, but double white might be annoying. Well, let's just try it like this. It's the first game, the first match ever. With the new set. Now I do like the set, but it is less complex than the previous set. And you know, it's still figuring out, and that's mostly the first few weeks of the game, just trying to figure out what's good to pick soon and what's replaceable. But we got a theme going, but we're probably going to. It's probably going to be difficult to go very wide. No 2-drop. Yeah, well, I'm just going to keep this. Yep. Now a 2-drop would be great, because then we can actually play something, but since only like 10% of our deck is 2-drops, I think the odds will be not in our favor, but you never know. Well, that's not a 2-drop. And now we actually need to hit land. Oh. Well, I think it's going to be claws out. Of course, no land. Yep. Yep. There's our land. Yep. I don't think we will be playing the air anywhere soon. Now I will remove the Blood Thief because it will be huge. But I'm not curving out greatly, as I said before. Our curve is pretty terrible, but at least he doesn't have a lot of power on his board yet. I think this can block a lot. And if he doesn't kill it, he will kill it. Well, he is going in aggressively. Oh my goodness. This thing should be a rare, in my opinion. Well, I don't think there's anything we can do against this. We could top deck Ajani, but I don't think this helps. I think we're still dead. Yeah, we're really missing 2 drops. You know it's over when even Ajani won't help. Wow, he's giving me more time. That's amazing. He should have attacked there. I mean, I think he had lethal, right? He could attack for 2. I could only block. He nearly had lethal. Well, of course he has some ways to get more cards out. I hope he attacks with everything. Return another target non-backer with one effect and give it to the battlefield. So, okay, well, I don't think we can keep Ajani alive. So I'm just going to kill the biggest dudes. Now this doesn't have a target, so I'm just going to block that and that. I could also keep up Celestial Armor. No, I'm going to play it anyway because I want to gain some more life. Let's do that first. First leg flying, indestructible lifelink. So I think gaining 5 is good enough here. And I should probably get rid of the Pride Mate. But I'm not sure if we can actually still manage this. He will go very wide and okay. Do you have even more? Oh my goodness. Well, he does. We can't really attack. I mean, otherwise we will be getting a lot of damage. Yeah. We really need to top deck something useful. Maybe our own guarded air. So we can go take 10, then we go to 6. I think we've got no choice here. Oh, dude. Yep. Well, he just kept top decking all the action. And we really didn't. But the green spell to draw 2 cards was pretty decent. But we missed the land drop, which was unfortunate. I think the next thing I will do is a sealed deck, where you know, you have more time to read the cards and stuff like that. And it might go better than this. Now, this is the first draft, and I didn't expect too much of it, but let's just see if maybe we can snatch out 1 or 2 wins, even with this terrible curve. Terrible starting hands. I'm going to keep this. Hope to draw some lands. Play this when we have these 2 still alive, and then we have a chance. I will get rid of the claws out, of course. This is something you want to draw like at turn 5 or something. Best 1-mana play in the game. Or maybe that's the best 1-mana play, actually. I don't know. Exile target card from graveyard if it was creature but gain 1 life. Okay. Now we do need to draw 1 more land, but the odds are less than 50%. I think something's going to die here. A planeswalker. Well, we've got our own, so we can't really complain. He's attacking, actually. What do you do? Okay, so you're gonna put a loyalty counter on Kaido. Okay, so he'll go to 5. -2, make ninjas. Okay, well, that is actually pretty good. Now, either he has to sacrifice the elf, or Kaito will die. Either is fine by me. And let's see, the minus ability says you get an emblem with whenever a player casts a spell, create a... Okay, well. Him attacking with the ooze. Okay, well, goodbye, Healer's Hawk, I think. Well, if he has nothing else, we might still kill Kaido. He might have something. How did it get +2 loyalty? Oh, he doesn't have to attack with the creature, of course. I'm attacking with both. If he has a trick, that's very good for him. If he doesn't, then it will just hopefully be killing the ooze. Oh, it gets a counter. Yeah, that's just stupid. I thought it was only life gain. Yep, that was bad. Read the cards, dude. You should really read the cards. They say that helps with understanding the game. Now I assume he has nothing else. And if he can kill my snare spinner, I think there's nothing much we can do. What I want to do during my turn is put a counter on the Healer's Hawk and maybe kill Kaido. He should have attacked there. I'm going to try it. I think it's better than playing the air. But it is fishy, so he might actually have a way to interact with this. Probably a destroy target tapped creature. Okay. Yep. So maybe the only thing that we can hope on is getting him to draw his whole library. Now we have our own Planeswalker, of course, but I'm not really a fan of Planeswalkers in any set. I think they're just, I know they're very powerful and that's why they're made, but they are the kind of bombs that can actually swing a game completely. And of course that's their purpose. Yep. We passed on that one. I'm just going to build out some defense. Put down the guarded air next turn, put some counters, and if I do, I can actually inspire call and a counter some other time. But we do need to draw some, I mean we do need to gain some life because this is going to get out of hand. Now, I think we have to take some risk here. If he actually does something, I will use Inspiring Call, of course, but I was hoping that he would block. Okay, now I'm just going to keep up the Inspiring Call. I know he can deal 5, but we can just do that again next turn, hopefully. Yeah, it's indestructible, so I will use this just to draw some more cards. But this does hurt. Let's surveil first. See what we are going to draw. I'm just going to keep attacking Kaido. Now, if he has a counter spell, I think it's good game. Yep. Never mind. There's just nothing we can do against that. So far, terrible games, must say. Let's see if maybe we can snatch out one win. I would be happy. It's just the lack of 2 drops is really killing us here. So our hand is too slow to actually go wide unless we get to the late game, and that will not happen very often. If you want to go wide, you actually have to play some 2 drops. And now we need to draw land. That is not a land, but we do need it for mana purposes. Let's go green. Oh, I should have chosen white. I'm just thinking. I'm not thinking, actually. I was thinking white and then thought I don't need white, I need more green. So we have 4 mana. Which is unfortunate. Let's just get rid of the Seraph. And hope to draw land next turn, so we can do multiple things. Now we have to block with the pop. And he will get an advantage. Maybe I should have taken the Spinner of Souls. Might actually be better than the card that we took. Yeah, well, it's a 2/5. Oh, I mean a 2/4. Let's see. I think this is what I have to do. Man, I should have chosen white. Imagine these all being 2/1s. But he is giving us more time, which I like. So much pressure. Oh man, I should have chosen white. Oh. It's a very late oops from me calling the green instead of white. All you need is a brain fart moment, which I had there. I was thinking, I have more white lands than green lands. I should choose green. But alas. He has 3 drops. They don't have vigilance. 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. So let's just do this. And make these bigger. Let's also make that one bigger. And let's hope we draw the card which cares about how many counters do we have on stuff. but we're not the only ones going very wide. That's not the right card, but we have 8 mana. So let's just do this, same thing again. Oh, whoops, wrong one. Oh, well, I would have liked that one. I really like that one too. We have 8 mana, so I'm just going to keep it up. Pass, and I just hope he goes for a swing with a combat trick or something. He's going to fight with a creature. Guess I don't really care about that. I just hope that he goes for a swing at some point, and otherwise maybe I should. Oh, this will force him to do a swing. Maybe this Inspiring Call is getting too big. I think I'll just go for the lifelink. Could you imagine, they would have all had 1 more power if I hadn't made that silly mistake. Okay, well, it still doesn't die, as far as I'm concerned now. Wow. He really wants to kill Ajani, clearly. Maybe I should just swing with everything. I am going to. Leroy Jenkins style. And let's draw many, many cards. Now, this is another trick. Oh, I could do claws out. Which one doesn't die yet? That one dies. Those don't die. That one doesn't die. Does die. Does die. I do care about these giant. So let's just do this trick. That's fine. Well, that clears their board for a bit. And I'm just going to keep up the Celestial Armor. $11 cards. Now we don't have such trick again, but we do have a trick. But I think we just swing again. I think this might actually be the best thing to do. I think he's running out of creatures, right? I think he is. I didn't actually expect... Okay. My word. Okay, well that's not something that I expected. We were quite lucky to top deck the claws out. And we did get some cats actually. Which is pretty decent. So we got our win. Okay, well that's actually... I must admit, I didn't expect to win there. And I'm glad you are here to witness it. Two drop, one drop, Ajani if we draw land. We actually got the low end of our curve, so I don't think we could have had a better hand than this, especially if we draw a forest from the top now. Well, plains is fine too. He is going to do some ramping. Now I might actually want to kill that if he doesn't already sacrifice it. Because 2 land cards is a lot. Man, we could actually be dealing... What is it? Flying and double strike. I'm not going to do it, but we could be dealing so much damage. We could have done 7 damage, which is quite a good trick actually. Yep. Now there's some big dudes incoming. So I really hope to draw the green source for the snare spinner. Oh, well. Goodbye, Ajani. It was nice knowing you. There's the green source. We could just sacrifice that, or we could trade it off. I think I'm just going to keep attacking with the Healer's Hawk. Play the spinner. Next turn, maybe put a counter and play something, but then we need to draw another forest. I just want to get maximum value out of this Healer's Hawk. And if he actually does... I just thought of an awful name for this video. Hawk. Healer's Hawk Tuah? Oh no, I shouldn't. No. 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 I might still though, but no. I'm keeping up the celestial armor. Because I think he might actually want to kill the Healer's Hawk soon. I'm actually going to do it. I mean, maybe I'll get a sub for just the title, and that will be worth it. Sure. He doesn't have reach though, and he's top decking, so I could just keep pressuring him and race, which is, I think, what I will do. This puts them on a 2-turn clock. Oh, I should have played the... I was going to play the Thespian, but of course I was being hasty. Oh, wow. Well, I think we still win, but we can just equip it to the Hawk. Okay, good game. Yeah, should have played the Thespian there. Because I think at this stage, if you're already semi-full on mana, I think it's worth surveilling. 2 and 2. I really shouldn't do the title. All we need is a land, and this will be fine. I'm keeping. the Windman. Okay, well now it's just a little bit less fine. Oh, that's very nice. Whenever another creature you control enters, put up on this creature. Oops, I should have played it before. Blockers, okay. Oh, no land. We didn't draw land. I think the Squire is pretty strong. Well, you know. Yay. I think we just need to put some banishing lights and stuff before we can play Ajani. But we will be getting some more damage, which is very unfortunate. I'm not blocking this because I'd rather block this next turn when it's a 3-3. Oh, Vivian. Man. I guess we're exiling that. So many targets to use Banishing Light on. She's not an artifact, which is unfortunate. Yeah. I think this is going to be a bit too close. Wow, this Squire is actually very good. It reminds me of a card in another set. Which was it? It looks a lot like a card which had similar... I think it was in white as well. But I think it entered tapped or something. Or was it with landfall? I don't know. Well, this is a good game. Well played. So we went 2 and 3 for the first game. Now next time I will actually do a sealed deck, which I think I will have some more time to read the cards. So maybe I should have done that in this instance. Now thank you for watching. If you liked my video, feel free to let me know, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Thank you for watching Dad's Drafts.